So I finally got to see Jurassic Park Rebirth, and yeah, it's a movie. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. No, I'm kidding, but seriously, that was my initial thought walking out of this theater. Hello everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. As always, I am Timothy Kennedy, and I just want to go ahead and start off before I give this review. I am so glad that it actually opened to a $312 million opening. Listen, I know a lot of you guys are like, oh my god, this was trash. Oh my god, why do they keep remaking movies? Stop it, stop it, stop it. Let me tell you, there is nothing that is ever going to beat nostalgia bait. It's just never gonna happen. If you think Jurassic World or Park movies are gonna stop being made, stop it right there. They are always going to get made the same way Marvel movies are always gonna get made, the same way DC movies are always gonna get made, the same way Star Wars movies are always gonna get made. They are IP. They are gigantic IP, some of the biggest IP we've ever known to man. It is never gonna die because at some point it's going to work, and we were just proving that, because I'm gonna be so serious. The ratings on both sides, like audience score gave it like okay rating, and then like the critics really just destroyed it, and it still made $312 million globally. Why? Because people love dinosaurs, okay? They just do. And I've loved the previous movies and the franchises they had. Now, that's me glazing. Let's actually talk about how I felt when I left this film. If you guys like movie stuff and all things when it comes to the entertainment industry, please feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to see some more of my content. I would love for you guys to join my humble abode here. Let's talk about it. Now look, before the dino fans come for me, you know, with torches and amber rocks, I get it. This is a reboot slash continuation slash we don't know what this installment is. They had to introduce a whole new cast, new families, new dynamics. There's just a lot of story to build, but I can't lie, that first act, it was a little hard to digest. Like, it was like eating a microwaved Hot Pocket at 3 a.m. and you know it's food, but like, is it really food? I respect the effort. It just kind of dragged, you know? Like, I was sitting there for 25 minutes and like, are we gonna see a dinosaur? Is this just like a family drama? Like, what is this, like a subplot going on? Now, shout out to the second family, actually. They honestly brought some really good energy, some funny moments. Like, they actually did have some of the comedy moments that had the audience laughing. But what I really appreciated was that they were the catalyst for the chaos. And as soon as they showed up, that's when stuff started finally going sideways. You know, Dino started showing up. I mean, the Mosasaurus literally just came and we got to see how much of a threat this thing really is in the water. And just like that, boom, we're actually in a Jurassic World movie again. And to me, that's when the movie actually picked up. And I said, oh, right, you paid for dinosaurs. That's right, you did. As far as the cast goes, they did their job. I don't think anyone really blew me away, but nobody was straight up bad either. It was just solid. It was solid. Everyone played their parts. You know, they had the emotional beats, they had some fears, some anxiety going on, a little trauma, but like nothing crazy where I was like, okay, this was probably my favorite character in this whole movie, and they're obviously gonna be the main reason I come again. Like, for instance, watching the Fast and Furious latest movies, it was Jason Momoa, bro. Jason Momoa is the reason we ended up watching Fast and the Furious, and we're excited to see the future Fast and the Furious at the end of that, because the dude was just great to watch on the screen. Like, every movie has that one person. I think everyone stayed on the same level when it came to this one. But when we talk about my favorite parts, it has to be the final two action sequences, because let me tell you, that was fire. Like, the tensions were high, like the stakes were like legit now. It was actually had some jump scare stuff. Like, to me, I felt like this was the horror scary stuff that the original Jurassic Park movies had that they have been missing. And the other ones, I feel like the Jurassic World movies have been on a more so action-packed scale. Oh, good reference is Megan, bro. Like how Megan started as this horror sort of scary movie, and then the second installment became a Marvel action spy movie. The Jurassic Parks before was like this mix of action but slightly more horror and like adventure. It was more horror and stealth trying to survive. I felt more of like a thriller franchise on this rather than this is an action-packed movie. And so Jurassic World to me kind of took the horror elements out of it, or the scary parts out of it, and made it more of an action movie survival film. Like, I had this dude next to me who literally was like jumping at every jump scare, and this is like a 6'8" or 6'5" buff dude shaking at a Jurassic World Rebirth movie. I couldn't believe it. I'm just saying, if the entire movie had kept that same energy, I'd be sitting here raving and screaming and throwing hands at anybody that would disagree with me. But instead, I feel like I sat through 80% of a slow burn for 20% heat, which is where my biggest problem came from. Where was my D-Rex? You know, the alien looking monster, where was it? I saw it for 2 minutes in the beginning, not even 2 minutes, maybe 30 seconds. I saw it for 30 seconds in the beginning, and then I saw it at the end, and then that was it. That was all. You don't see it that much. Same thing when it came to my T-Rex. I said, where is my boy? The thing that's literally on the logo of all no T-Rex really. Like, I get it, they showcase a lot more animals in this installment. Usually they do focus on a T-Rex, or they focus on a hybrid version of a T-Rex, and maybe they were like, hey guys, like, obviously the audience want to see Mesosaurus and see how scary that would be. Listen, they could literally make a Jurassic World movie that's kind of like The Meg, where it's an underwater survival thing with a Mesosaurus. We would all watch that, because that would actually be so cool, so creative to see the underwater versions of all these dinosaurs and them trying to survive in that way. But no, they gave us a really good intro with the Mesosaurus. Gone. After that, no more talk about it. All right, well, that's over. Cool. Next. All right, we get to see these cool other bigger animals. All right, they're here for a second. They're gone. We get to see the T-Rex for a second. Boom. Oh my God, we're all excited. I didn't even know T-Rexes could walk underwater. Bam, gone after that one sequence. And I get it, they had a lot of animals to showcase us, but don't make us lose the thing that you know we want. Like, why do I spend the movie hearing about this mysterious, terrifying, government classified lab grown apex predator, and I get to see it wreak havoc for the last 2 to 3? I wanted to see it wreak havoc on every creature I saw. You know how dope it would have been if I saw the D-Rex after they survived all these dinosaurs, literally just making mincemeat out of the dinosaurs that we just saw were a threat? That would have been so epic to build, to be like, dude, this thing is destroying everyone, and the showdown is about to be at the end. How are they gonna get out of it? And instead, it was just, oh, it was there. Well, there it is. All right, well, laters. By the time it showed up, I was like, oh, now you want to ruin some lives. Where were you this entire time? You're gigantic. Look, I still gotta admit that it was an okay film. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. You know, they did have some cool, intense scenes. They did have some loud, destructive vibes. I just wish I had more of it. You know, I just wish I had it the entire time I was watching it. Now, would I watch another installment? Yes, let's be real here. I would have watched it anyways, even if this was absolutely god awful. You could tell me the next one is like a 2-hour therapy session with a raptor, and I'm probably gonna go in the seats to be like, well, what could they give me from this? The franchise has me in a chokehold, okay? Nostalgia, like I said, I'm gonna go and give my money to it no matter what. I know a lot of you people who are out there hating on these new reboots and movies or probably hate people like me. I'm an optimistic person. I always want things to be good, so. So yeah, Jurassic Park Rebirth. Not terrible, not great. It was just a movie. I don't think you would regret it if you went to go watch this, but I don't think this is something you are recommending to your friends. My final rating is going to be a 6.5 out of 10, and that 0.5 is primarily because I am a Jurassic Park fan through and through, and I gotta make it get a little bit closer to that 7. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Please comment down below if you saw this film. Please let me know, what are you thinking about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Also, if you guys think I may have missed anything in the movies, go ahead and let me know down below. I always love learning. And lastly, if you just have any thoughts whatsoever, just comment them down below. But as always, I am T Kennedy, and I will see you guys at the concession stands.